Hello everybody, so today we're at a Land Rover. It's a 3 litre turbo diesel. Let me see what it says it is. So we've been here before, it's a Discovery 4 and the complaint is about a ride height on the air suspension. So let you see the scan on the thing. So today we're, shut the door. So first things first, only normal height available. Then if we go into the scan, says there, ride height level control module codes 1, pressure increase too slow when filling reservoir. Now this is a different fault from what we had before. So just off the back there, I think, this will be this Jaguar Land Rover. So that code can sometimes happen if the compressor's a bit lazy or on its way out. It's not getting up to speed quick enough, not putting up enough oomph. It could also be caused by an air leak within the pipework or within the air suspension. So it's, for to diagnose that, you really got to get a squeezy bottle with soap suds in it and just keep firing away till you find the air leak. But we'll go into this. So this is the first time using this machine. An anger, let's go into level control, switch on ignition. Let's go into codes. So it says exactly the same, a C1A20. So let's see, let's go back. We'll go into data. So active diagnostic session, default session, air suspension output off, air switch doors closed, air suspension switch not detected, air suspension closed. Wish I knew what half of them meant. Not detected, closed. See, exhaust valve current. So you can see the thing's just at a fixed ride height. So nothing obvious sticking out there. I wonder if we go into functional tests, actuator tests. So air suspension. Wonder if we can activate the compressor. See overview, vehicle weight. Don't you understand any of these? Compressor state, forced LED off. What's this? Forced LED off. I don't know about that. That must be the LED on this thing here. Not much good that. Let's try and clear the code. So clear codes. The clear must be on, the engine must be off. The ignition's on. So we'll go into codes. So it's not a hard code. Start her back up. Let's go into, let's first of all see, maybe we can do anything here. I think I can hear the compressor run. So we're definitely going down. And we can go back up. And that's just going back up. Off-road height selected. Then it says normal height selected. So we're all good at this point. So everything needs to be behaving itself. So back, data. We're back to business. Extended diagnostic. Air suspension output status compressor on. So air suspension, let's see. So the compressor's on at the moment, it says. Let's see if we see air suspension. There's reservoir valve current at 1.12 amps. See that one there? Right height 0. Compressor temperature 3.2 volts. Calibration. I'll have a quick look through there and I'll get back to you if I see anything. There we go. Compressor temperature 246 Fahrenheit. Ooh, that's warm. That's working hard and climbing. Didn't like that one. I just had a warning. Very good. Only normal height available. So I think the compressor's now just shut off. And you can see the temperature's coming back down, so that is definitely overheating. Let me see, what's 250 Fahrenheit? I'll ask Google. Convert 250 degrees Fahrenheit to centigrade.
250 degrees Fahrenheit is equal to 121.111 degrees Celsius.
121 degrees Celsius. Oh my. Meltdown. So that compressor's working hard. Gallery pressure 159. Motor temperature sensor, I don't know about that one. Pressure temperature 1. Compressor temperature sensor 3.3 volts. Motor temperature, that'll be the same as. There you go. Air suspension output off. I'll graft all the ones. I've selected some PID I think I would require. So, air suspension digital output status 12 volts, output on. Barometric pressure, so that's reading 29 inches. Coolant temperature, compressor temperature, there it's come back down 165. Control module voltage 14. Exhaust valve current in amps 0. Motor temperature 176. Don't know what that's referred to. Pressure sensor half and reservoir valve 0. And let me see, air compressor, whatever that means, off. Temperature 4.2. Control module current 1150. Electronic control unit 14. Gallery pressure 116. More temperature. So what I'm going to do is clear the fault code. Let's go back, see what code reoccurs. Codes. Pressure increase too slow when filling a reservoir. So we'll go back there. We'll clear the codes. Let's see if it can. Right, so we'll go back to our data. So our compressor just came back on again. We can't get the data because it's lost communication. Let's see if it comes back. Retry. Right, so air suspension. Compressor temperature's climbing, you can see that 177. Exhaust valve current, I don't know. Temperature 177. Pressure 2.6. The reservoir valve current 111. Air suspension. Compressor temperature sensor 3.5. Control module 1300 amps. And that's it just kicked out. So you can see that the compressor went off. So we'll save that. And we can look at that later on. So see, the compressor's getting too high. you go, that was it on and that's off. So have a wee look, but that compressor's far too high, the temperature. Cheers. So I used the built-in information within the snap-on thing. So it says vehicle with air suspension, the suspension warning light illuminates, self-leveling suspension malfunction, and that's the code Charlie 1 Alpha 20 air suspension, solenoid range performance pressure increase too slow. We agree with that. So air suspension compressor, I actually see some of the connectors can be a problem, but I think it's needing a compressor. Did you see the temperature of that thing? So it's saying that, or faulty delivery valve, engine compartment fuse box, or faulty relay. No. So we can rule out the last two because we heard the compressor running. So it's either a faulty delivery valve or air suspension compressor. So what does it say here? Renew the delivery valve, renew the relay. Or even gives you part numbers there. We'll take a wee picture of that. Just hit the S button. There we go. So I think we'll call this one a day when we've seen the temperature of that thing. Compressor. Well, the thing's an 09 plate, so it's been running for 11 years, probably flawless. So it's time to give it a nice shiny new one. That should be a nice bill. Ouch.